everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back again. Gonna be another wrap up video of what I've read last month. So a bit August wrap up. Again, bit of a slow month. Just got my job back at the cafe I used to work at prior to university, and yeah, not really been trying to get myself into a routine of being at work, reading, you know, you feel me. So we'll start with these. So with these three, I did say I'd try and read them again. Ignore the bookmarks. My bird keeps... I read with my bird, with the bird next to me and it eats the bookmarks. Again, couldn't get into it. It's fine. It's fine book. Like, I just couldn't really connect with the characters again. It wasn't much of a mystery to me. I kind of figured out what was going on about maybe halfway through the book, maybe more, I don't know, but couldn't get into it. Ignore the bookmark, I've just put it there so I know where it is. But it is a good thriller, don't get me wrong. It just wasn't for me. I'm sure one of you guys might like it if you're into the whole mystery / thriller thing they have going on. But yeah, not for me. If you're wondering what it's about, basically this plane crashes. There's a lot of passengers on it. Only one survives, and the original detective kind of put the case files away, and then 22 years later, no, 2 decades later, sorry, they reopen the case and obviously they try and solve it. Sounded good. When it came to reading it, obviously not for me, but obviously yeah, might be for you. Again, if we were villains, I tried this again. Wasn't for me. I like the way it's set out, kind of like a play. But yeah, wasn't for me again. I will keep it. I probably will put that on my Depop, but I'm going to keep this one just in case I may try it again. I might try it next month, you know. Well, maybe next year when it's out my system and I've forgotten what it's about, you know, out of my mind. If you're wondering what it's about, basically it's based on a university campus. I like the way that it's based on a university campus. And this the main character, Oliver Marks, yeah. He basically gets sent away for 10 years. He's served 10 years for murder anyway. And on the day he gets released, the detective who put him in prison, he meets him, and obviously he wants to know what happened, what really happened, you know. So it's sort of murder mystery mixed with, like, I want to say it's a little bit historical, but it's not. Yeah.
Relax, I didn't want your powder pouch or your chaw of tobacco. Valentine's Day isn't until Monday.
Good, because I'm fixing to make you a cat. I can just trap that pesky black bone as he's scurrying around.
And obviously he wants to know what happened, what really happened, you know. So it's sort of murder mystery mixed with, like, I want to say it's a little bit historical, but it's not. Yeah. Love Letters to the Dead. Basically, it's written by this girl in English class. She had the assignment to write love letters to the dead, anyone that's not alive, basically. And she compiles them into a little book. And she chooses Kurt Cobain, her sister. Who else? I can't think who else she writes to. It's been a couple of weeks since I've there's a few celebrities that she writes to. It's really good if you're into something that's a bit, not, well, it is a big book, long book, but it's not in chapters, it's more just short snippets of letters. Oh, sorry. That one again I'm giving 3 stars, and that one's 3.5. Maybe 3.5 stars, maybe 4. Definitely read it again. Might be something I'd read on like holiday or something. Just because it's not really a novel. It's just a lot of love letters compiled. Heavy. Ow. The Caraval trilogy. Now, every month, me and my best friend choose a book, or in this case, a trilogy, to read together, and so we chose this one. It was a good trilogy. I'll start with the first book and get them in order. Okay. The first book. I do have reviews for these on my blog. I'll leave that in the down bar below. First book. Couldn't put it down. Definitely giving it 5 stars. I don't do that very often, but it's getting 5 stars. It kind of reminds me of a very elaborate circus mixed with Wonderland. You never know what you're gonna read, of what you're gonna see in your mind's eye, or read for that matter. I love. There's so many post-it notes in it. So, with the first one, I loved that the author was. She was descriptive, but not too descriptive. That remotely makes any sense. But the first section of it, I love that it's letters. You know, kind of gives you. I just loved that the first chapter was letters. Kind of makes a change, you know. Kind of makes it a little bit more fun. I'm not going to go too much into it because I will end up spoiling it, because I loved the first book. But obviously it's about this Caraval game. It's this big game that you get invited to. Some bit of, yeah. They gain access to it, and then they got to play the game. Up to you whether or not you believe everything. I wouldn't. If you're going to read it, I'd be a bit wary. Don't believe everything you read. There's one character in it, Legend. He runs Caraval, and his identity is not really known. You don't really. We do get a description of him, but it's not. It's more rumour-based descriptions. So, but I think I got through halfway through the second one, and kind of figured out who he was. I mean, it took a bit of thinking, but you know. I like that it was from Scarlett's point. There's about 2 sisters as well, Scarlett and Donatella. She's called Tella for short. But the first book's based from Scarlett's point of view, and the second one's from Tella's point of view. This one didn't like as much as I did the first one. The first one, the imagery was so vivid, specific, vivid. Second one, not so much. I mean, I feel like it kind of dragged on a little bit. I still liked it. Just wasn't exactly for me. With the first one being 5 stars, this one was strong 4.5. But this one's about Donatella and a journey to finding a mother and all that jazz. She also falls in love. Yeah. was interesting. But I would recommend it as well. The last one took me longer to finish than those two. I think it took me 3 days each for the first one and the second one. Third one took me a week. But I finished it. The ending I was a bit surprised at. But this one I get a strong... Sorry, you don't post it. For this one I give it a 4. It was from both Scarlett and Tella's point of view. So you've got Scarlett, Tella, and Scarlett and Tella. Wasn't exactly, it just dragged on for me. It was too much. There wasn't really, the imagery wasn't as good as the first one or the second one, for that matter. Still did like it and I would recommend it. It's gonna stay on my bookcase because I probably will read it again. This was in last month. This was in my to be read for 2 months. Finally finished it. It's from the Hunger Games trilogy. It's the prequel. I've never really been a fan of prequels because a lot of them carry on from the original story. This one didn't. It's great. Basically, this one is obviously it's a prequel to the Hunger Games. It was based on President Snow. You know, big evil guy. No one likes him. It was basically about him and how obviously his journey in mentoring. I forgot her name. Lucy Greybeard. I know I've butchered that, but for her in the 10th Hunger Games. Yeah, 10th. It was so good. I think I'd go as far as saying it's the best prequel I have ever read. But yeah, I think I gave that one, what did I give that? I think it was like 4.5, maybe 4.6. I would recommend that if you haven't read it already. The one I wasn't expecting it to be this thick, you know, I bought it. But it is, and we all know how much everyone loves Twilight. 4.7. Strong 4.7. If you don't know what it is, it's the, I want to say sequel, but I kind of want to say prequel. I don't even know what it is. But it's from the Twilight series. It's the 5th book. And this is 5 books altogether. Because there's Twilight Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, The Second Life of Britannia, and this one. I can't remember if there's one before this. Okay. But for this one you had to forget everything you've read with the other books, the trilogy. Because this one is from Edward's point of view. I kind of liked it. I prefer it from Edward's point of view than I did Bella's. But I will have a review written for it by the end of the next week, I think. Because I need to write reviews for all of these. Apart from the Carnival series. They should already be up. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Because we all like them thumbs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment of what you're reading at the moment, and if you're liking it or what you've read, leave your review down below or what you think of it, and I'll see you next week.